Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Week in Geek. I'm your host, Komal Smriti. Now try saying that 3 times fast. No, wait. Maybe it's not such a good idea to do it at the beginning of the show. Maybe towards the end. Setting it off this week, we get another small glimpse into Todd Phillips' Joker. Director Nicholas Winding Refn, no relation to the Microsoft font, takes his talent to the smaller screen. Superman Year One hits comic book shelves, and Mario Kart is getting even more mobile. One of our favorite Danish directors, Nicholas Winding Refn, has taken his directing talents to the smaller screen in a series currently streaming on Amazon Prime entitled Too Old to Die Young, starring Miles Teller. Now, fair warning, the Danish directing style might not be the tempo that some audiences are accustomed, but if you've seen his past works such as Bronson, with heartthrob Tom Hardy playing the title role, Drive with heartthrob Ryan Gosling, based on the book by the same name, and the very stylized Neon Demon, shot by the very decorated heartthrob director of photography Natasha Breyer, then you know what you're in for. Too Old to Die Young has our favorite little drummer boy playing a cop whose partner has been killed in the line of duty. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. This sets off a series of events that leads him right into the underworld that involves the Yakuza, the Mexican cartel, and the Russian mafia. Throw in a couple of freelance, kill-all, leave no witnesses behind hitmen, and you have yourselves a pretty nice cocktail of noir violence. You have been warned. It is worth noting that the series was co-created by veteran comic writer Ed Brubaker of the immortal Iron Fist, Batman, and Winter Soldier fame. Moving right along from one great director to the next, Todd Phillips' very much anticipated Joker took to the gram. I mean, is that what kids are calling it, right? Alright. On Monday, Phillips posted on his personal account this photo that was taken by the very exquisite set photographer Nico Tavernese. JP, that's what we call him around here, is applying the iconic makeup, and the caption reads, "Finishing touches." In the comments section below the photo, Phillips addresses a fan's question by saying, "It will be rated R. I've been asked about this a lot. Just assume people knew." Now, it should be known that the MPAA hasn't yet to issue an official rating, but it's pretty clear to see that Todd and company have a goal in mind. Oh, and I get it! Finishing touches! Because the film's almost done and the makeup. I see what you did there.
Clever girl.
This feels like a step in the right direction, especially with the success of films like Deadpool and Wolverine having a R rating themselves.
You don't have to do this. All right, maybe you do.
Come on, guys. No, not that one. There it is. With the success of those two R-rated films, it's pretty clear what fans want, and it may appear that Warner Brothers is willing to open their top button a little bit. Not since the release of Zack Snyder's 2009 Watchmen has the WB gone ahead with an R-rated film to theater, so this could be huge for DC fans. I mean, come on, face it. WB, along with DC, needs a win right now, and hopefully Todd Phillips' Joker will deliver on that. Our comic book segment is brought to you by the Comic Collective. Find them on Instagram at _comic_collective and join the conversation. DC continues to surprise us with the Black Label series, but this time around it's with Superman Year One. The book welcomes creative geniuses Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. to the driver's seat. Frank Miller has a long history of delivering bloody punches through the Caped Crusader in The Dark Knight Returns and The Man Without Fear. But now, we're being introduced to his 3-part coming-of-age miniseries focusing on Clark Kent enduring the social caste system, as well as playing football while trying to keep the promise made to his loved ones by not revealing his powers. This series will also touch base on his first love, Lana Lang. What separates this iteration of Superman from others is the fact that this will feel like an immigrant story, as he's joining the Navy. Clark will be depicted as Moses from space. He'll go through an emotional journey and experience his ups and downs. Check your local comic shops for the retail variants by John Romita Jr. and also the Cover B variant, illustrated by Frank Miller. It was announced that Nintendo franchise Mario Kart would be coming to mobile platforms everywhere in the very near future. But initial reports are coming in from the closed beta trials, and they aren't good. The game looks and sounds like Mario Kart, and that's about where it ends. The controls are modified for one-hand play, so driving forward is automatic and turning is done by swiping left and right. But have no fear, because if you're a fan of microtransactions, they've got you covered. Characters, as well as other vehicles, are locked behind paywalls, and there is an in-game currency, so if you want to win, get ready to pay. It was also announced that Dr. Mario would be coming to mobile devices as well in July. In a video released by Nintendo Mobile, it appears that Dr. Mario has a gameplay overhaul. Instead of managing the pills that are dropped in like Tetris blocks, you'll be dragging them into the playing field and eliminating viruses. Wish my insurance worked that way. In our inaugural episode, our very own Sarah Walsh reported that Endgame was just a mere 70 million away from beating out the giant blue people for the #1 spot as the highest grossing film of all time. And on Thursday night, Box Office Mojo was reporting that Endgame is now just 43.5 million away from tying Big Blue. So just when you thought Disney was ready to throw in the towel, think again. It was announced on Wednesday that Avengers Endgame will be released once again, this time with a few surprises. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige had this to say of the re-release, quote, "Not an extended cut, but there will be a version going to theaters with a bit of marketing push with a few new things at the end of the movie. If you stay and watch the movie, after the credits, there'll be a deleted scene and a little tribute and a few surprises," end quote. Whether this is a last-ditch effort to pull past James Cameron's Avatar or give the fans a little bit more Avengers is hard to say, but rest assured, we will be there one last time. If you're eager to go see Avengers Endgame for a 5th or maybe 12th time just for this extended post-credit scene thing, Endgame will be released in theaters next week. Well, that just about wraps it up for us over here at Week in Geek. On behalf of the crew and myself, we want to thank you all for checking us out. But before the algorithms take you over to another cat video, we encourage you to join the discussion down below in the comments section. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also make sure hit that little bell so you can stay up to date on all our content. Tune in next Friday where we will continue to bring you all things geek every week right here on the Briefcase Productions YouTube channel. Okay, it's safe now. Como Smriti, Como Smriti, Como Smriti.
Great. Now what are we going to do next week?